on the Speak Up stage, Alyssa!
How do you change your life? Anybody? Give suggestions, ideas, thoughts?
Changing your thoughts.
It's good. Anyone else?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Anything else?
Being aware you need change.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Let's take it a step further, shall we? So, I grew up in a very abusive and toxic environment. It was full of negative expressions, very little belief that there could be more, and it was very restricted. And I was a very depressed and sad child. And that carried over into my whole childhood, into my teens, and into my adult life. And I wanted to change. I really did, but I didn't know how. And often people said, oh, just let it go. You just do it. And I was like, but how? How do you do that with no examples, right? And one day I was at the Salt Lake City Library, and it was an Earth Day festival. And it was a beautiful day. It was sunny. My daughter was with me. She was skipping along. But inside, I felt sad and I felt lonely, and I couldn't really appreciate the beauty of the day. And we're going through the festival, and someone stopped me and said, do you believe in the power of words? And I said, yes. There was something inside of me right then that said, this is true. And I believe this. And I took the piece of paper and it had a list of affirmations on it, and I read it. And I was like, you know what? This is something. I believe this. And I went home and I taped it on my sliding door. And then I started saying those affirmations over and over again. And what I'm going to teach you today is a combination of things that I learned. It's a combination from that moment of that day and several other things I learned along the way. And if you notice, there is an orange in front of you. And what I want you to do is just notice the orange. Don't touch it yet. Also, if you're allergic to citrus, please don't participate in this activity, okay? But I want you to notice the orange, okay? Notice the color of it. Notice its texture. Now pick up the orange. Feel it. Is it heavy? Is it light? What does it feel like? What is the texture of it? Anyone? You feel what? Feels cold. Feels cold. Yeah, it's a texture, right? Yeah. Now I want you to peel just a little bit from the top of it. Like dig into a little top of it. Yeah. Yeah. And I want you to take it to your nose, and I want you to breathe in deeply. And let that smell just go into your nostrils. And what type of feelings, what kind of thoughts come up? Anyone want to share?
Giggles.
Laughter. Christmas. Happies, right?
Essential is my favorite essential oil.
Yes, it's your favorite essential oil. What kind of memories?
Childhood memories.
Like what?
Stealing these from the fridge from my parents.
Stealing them from the fridge.
Taking them back there and eating them.
Yeah, like joy, right? Maybe warmth. Safety. Smells like sunshine.
Feels like happiness.
Yes, smells like happiness. I love all of those. Thank you.
We always got a lot.
Yeah, Christmas is a happy memory for us, right? Yeah, thank you for sharing. That's wonderful. Okay, now put the orange back down on the table. We're going to come back to it later. Now we're going to shift really, really hard. I want you to think of the worst thing you say to yourself. The worst thing. Maybe you've been saying it for years. Maybe it's just something recently. Is anyone willing to share and be vulnerable?
You're not good enough.
That's a good one. That one, I think that everyone can relate to that. That hits you right here, right? Ugh. Anyone else? Anyone else willing to share?
I'm stupid.
I'm stupid. Yeah. Yeah. Now I want you to throw it away. I want you to imagine a garbage can and throw those words away, or burn it, or write it down and tear it up. Whatever you do to release that, I want you to throw it away. Does everyone have it? Everyone throwing it away? Now I want you to go back to the orange, but I don't want you to pick it up yet. I want you to, again, notice the texture, notice the color. Now I want you to go ahead, take an orange. I want you to pick it up. Notice its weight. What does it feel like? The texture of it.
Jelly curd
There's a hole right there on the other side.
already.
And for a moment, I want you to think, what is the exact opposite of the words you just threw away? What? You're a genius. What is the exact opposite of the words? Anyone want to share?
Anything.
You can do anything. Anyone else?
The other one was you're too late to create something.
Right.
So now it's
You're perfectly on time.
it's
Perfectly on time.
Now,
Right. So now I want you to smell that orange very deeply, and those feelings, those memories of happiness. I want you to think of that, and I want you to say those words over and over and over again for the rest of your life. That you are worthy, that you're exactly on time, that you're a genius. And as you're peeling the orange, smelling it, listening to it, recognizing the senses of it, I want you to say those words over and over and over again. Right. This is a way that you retrain yourself. This is the way that you can change your life. And you could do it with anything. You could do it with an orange. You could do it with coffee. You could do it with custom portraits. So you guys can peel the orange and eat it now. So, and as you're eating it, repeat those words to yourself. I am a custom portrait photographer, and I guide people to what's already there. And I help them and I teach them to use their custom portraits as a lifelong tool to change their life. You change your thoughts, you change your words, you change your actions, you change your life. And this is just an example of how you can do that. And right now, I'm offering a free empowerment call for anyone who would like to talk about the details of what that looks like. You can go to www.bonniesjoy.com, or you can email me at bonniesjoy.ac@gmail.com to schedule. Now go change your life.